do you think women understand the connection, the heavy connection between the work a man does and his identity and his ego?
A big emphatic no. They don't understand. You know, honestly, in fact, you will always hear women complain when men are so much engrossed into their work.
Yes.
Because they do not understand that man evaluates the essence of his being by what he does. Like Anna says, you know, actually men don't even know whether they are human beings. They think they're human doings because of what they do. And if men are traveling in an aircraft, when they sit next to each other, so what do you do? What are you going to do here? You know, that's how we talk. So what we do is very important. Women don't understand that. Women are more relational. In fact, when a woman gets married, she's thinking about the relationship. A man is thinking about someone who can help me so that I'm able to do what I'm supposed to be doing better. Yes. So women don't understand.
How do you balance work and marriage?
I subscribe to this philosophy that there's no amount of public life success that can compensate for your failure at home. So even if you are how successful and you are a failure at home, because the greatest challenge of leadership is not even at the workplace, it's at home. How do you influence your children towards your ideologies, your values and all that? If you're failing that, and you're succeeding in many other things, then you're actually a successful failure.
Leo umekuja na punchlines.
What? He's taking off prisoners alive.
Yes. So personally, what I do is most of the times I actually try to tag my family along when I'm traveling to do speaking and talking. I tag them along. So I tag them, for them they will be on holiday, me I'm working, so after I'm done with it, then I can join them. That way I'm able to spend time with my wife and children at the same time. That's what I do. The people who are successful at home and at work is because they didn't become successful because of the things that they actually did, but they also become successful because of the things that they deliberately left undone. Saying, no, I will not take that in speaking engagement. No, I will not do that. Yes.
Let's talk a bit about the whole issue of stress. Because sometimes you're out here in the world as a man, trying to earn a living, trying to provide for your family, man, and the world is shoving you into all sorts of corners. By the time you get home, you're just beat. How does that affect the marriage, and how can the wife help in that kind of a situation?
I think more to do with that is the man has to be the one to do something about it.
Okay.
And let me give my own example. Anytime I go home and I'm feeling tired and exhausted, that I don't even want to talk. In fact, I normally have this joke that when I'm doing my training, if I've been speaking, for example, the whole day, you know, they say that women only speak about 20,000 words in a day, men about 5,000. So I say, if I've been training, I've spoken all the words that I was meant to speak that day. So when I get home, the last thing I want to do is talk to anyone.
I know what you're saying.
But what I do is when I get home, I actually spend about 30 minutes. I freshen up, and I am quite by myself to rejuvenate, just to relax. Then after that, I'm able now go to the children, into the living room with the children. I'm able to talk with them and play with them. So I think more of that, the man has to really be the one to take the initiative on how he is going to manage his own life on that.
Okay. Yes. So really, you have to be intentional.
Yes. You know, women were not designed actually to be the one to provide. A woman cannot provide for long. She will get tired at some point. Men, that's our job.
That's our job.
And that is why I'm saying, really, women need to understand when a man is not able to provide, don't be beating him.
Yes.
Encourage him. Encourage him. Like that woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was a very beautiful post. What about when both of you are busy? Both of you are so busy, every night it's takeout.
Oh, man.
I think it has to be, you have to decide what are your values. And values for me is what are your deepest convictions in terms of what gives meaning to your life. Is it the job or the family? You have to choose. There are so many, if they were given a choice between working, for example, if they are in Kenya and they want to work in Kenya so that they are able to stay with the family, or to work outside to earn more money. There are some men who would choose to go out, work there to make money. Say, I'll send you the money. That means this person, their meaning, their touch life is money. But there's somebody like me who I wouldn't want to go anywhere. I cannot go with my family. Because family to me is important. Yes. I think you have to decide, what do I want?
What are your values?
Career? Is it the money? Is it the family?
But let's talk a bit about that whole issue of working away from your family.
And I think that's a very important thing. I posed this question to some parents I was speaking to the other day and asked them, I know many of you can die for your children, but how many of you can live for them?
Come on now.
You know?
It's much harder.
Yes. I mean, you can die for your children, but are you there? Like, you know, honest, what you just said. Someone, or even actually, James, you said about the guy who 8 years has been, you know, living with the child, they are separate, but is okay, he's fine with that. But you know, you realize much later, you wake up to a rude shock to realize that actually you are strangers. You are a stranger to your own children. They don't know you. Because how you build rapport and relationship is by spending time. The experiences you share together, the meal time, the activities you do together. So if you miss out on that, you realize you are actually a stranger. This is why in my sessions, I actually talk, when I talk to men, this is what I tell them. Treat your wife and your children the way you would treat your best customers out there. When your customer calls, there's an issue with a product maybe you delivered. You are quick to move. How come you're not quick and fast to move when your wife calls? You need to treat her the way you treat a customer. If a customer says, I need to see you, you wouldn't tell her or tell the customer, come to my office. You would go to where they are. So if you treat your family the way you treat your best customer, you will have the work-life balance.
Well, let's talk about it before we run out of time. You know, when you, as a man, you are setting up your business. You are in that position where you are the cleaner, the accountant, the CEO, the messenger, you know. Everything. So the tendency is, even at home, you're working. How do you balance in that
I think it calls for a very understanding wife. Really, your wife needs to really understand that I'm trying to build this, because when you're starting a business, honestly, you really have to work extra hard. You will work extra time. So just like women also want us to understand them in many ways, like for example when she's pregnant and many other times, I think at that point we are pregnant also when we are starting a business. I will think they need to understand us. Give us the support that we need to be able to build something, because to build a business that is working, profitable, takes time. Takes a minimum of 6 years actually. So we need an understanding wife really for you to be able to do that. Yes.
Is it any easier when you're working together?
I think it's a different couple. Anyway, let me tell you, I met a couple, they work together, husband and wife, and they don't even look like their husband and wife when they are working. But they do. The chemistry at the workplace is so good. I asked them, what is the secret? And they told me, the wife is the one who was quick to mention to me. She said to me, Stephen, we just decided to have an affair at the workplace.
Wow.
And I was like, what?
I'm having an affair with my boss.
Affair by the people they work with. So we decided, let's have an affair. And I was like, wow. And they are not young couples, by the way. These are elderly couples.
Look at that.
But for some couples, it never seems to work.
It's
working together.
For a bit of maturity on both sides. And especially so much for the women. And I'm not against women, but it's a bit difficult for a woman to be able to dissociate work from home. That when I'm saying, why have this not been done at the workplace, they'll be thinking, hey, I'm your wife. Why are you asking me this?
Exactly.
So because of that, it's not just because there is something maybe wrong at home. It's a bit of maturity for the person as well. That's why some people may not even actually work together, because we talk about work. You cannot divorce work from home. Yes.
They can't. They don't. What's the word? Compartmentalize things. The way men do.
Yes.
Because as work is work, home is home.
Yes.
You know, and well, our time is almost up, and I want you to speak to the older men. What advice would you give them?
I think this is what I would say. I think the greatest experience any man can have in life is the experience of influence. You know, influencing your children towards your way. And actually that is where the biggest challenge of leadership is, you know, influencing your family towards your way. And I think if you can do that, influencing them towards your values, the things that you hold dear to, and you are able to move them along with you, then you'll be a successful man.
It's true.
And I think that's what we are called to do as men. So I think every man should aspire to make sure they influence their family, their children. After all, you will not be evaluated as a great man because of the kind of work you did, not because of the kind of cars you drove or the houses that you live in, kind of family that you build. That is what will rate you as a successful or a failure in life.
Wow. Yes. Gentlemen, thank you so much.